Shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations to the Akim out there spreading his truth like wildfire in all truthfulness and in all sincerity. And shalom to the rest of the hopeful elect out there. Alright. Found this post on Twitter. And basically, you could see the push for the charagma in the brain, in the forehead, is starting to pick up. Breaking is from the Spectator Index. Breaking. Elon Musk says, quote unquote, we believe that we can still restore vision using Neuralink, possibly even in people who were born blind. So now it's not just people that are quadriplegic, paralyzed from the neck down and shit. Now it's blind people that now they're promoting it for. And this is all according to biblical prophecy. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Verse 10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Verse 11. And for this cause the Most High Power Yahweh shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. Verse 12. That they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. And let me get Revelation chapter 13 verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great. And this is how he's going to do it. It's a process. And he causeth all. Well, he's going to speed it up towards the end, but you know what I'm saying, right? At the beginning, it's gradual. Verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, or chi, psi, stigma. Also going into how the mot to the b is going to be injected or stuck in you. Chi, psi, stigma. But the word for the mark is charagma, which goes into a specific type of mark and compares it to an engraving. But then you have karax, which goes into the delivery system. And then you have, which is like a palisade or a stake stuck in you. Again, the implication is there. And grapho, your information is going to be written on that mark. in that mark, that RFID chip, and that brain C hip as well. That C hip in the hand, and that brain C hip. And there's been advances in both. When it comes to pushing it, you got this with the slack with the neuralink, right? The brain C hip, the motb in the forehead, and you also have this too. This dude says, "I want Neuralink in my head so I could trade meme coins better." Is this too much to ask? I'm guessing that's some type of cryptocurrency. Soon, all that's gonna be consolidated in the CBDC, and you know, the Neuralink is also gonna be connected to that. And let me get this right here. But they're all saying, as you can see, they're all saying good things about it. And then look, the world's first Neuralink patient can now.
Hello world, how's it going out there? My name is Bliss and I'm an engineer at Neuralink. And I'd like to introduce you to the first ever user of the Neuralink device. And I think you're my only telekinetic friend that I have.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, not many more of those out there. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Nolan Arbaugh. I'm 29 years old. About 8 years ago, I was in kind of a freak diving accident and dislocated my C4, C5, so I'm a complete quadriplegic. So I'm paralyzed from below the shoulders. I have no sensation.
This is Esau. Instead of trusting in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, which, Esau, he's the wicked anyways, right? So fuck it. We don't care if you Edomites get this thing. But we know 2/3 are going to see this. We know 2/3 are going to see this. And you have 2/3 Jakes that are quadriplegic and shit like that. That are blind from birth, Maybe deafness will be next, from birth. And they're going to say, all you got to do is take this C-hip in your head, this Neuralink, and it's going to be gone. You're going to be normal again.
Movement below my level of injury, so below my shoulders. Yeah, that about covers it, right?
Do you want to introduce some of your dogs here? Let me flip the camera so you guys can. We got dogs all over the place.
Yeah, that's Montana. The one walking by is Grace. Gracie!
Gracie, come here.
Hi, Grace.
How's it going, Gracie? Yeah. All right.
This is what people did.
Yeah, they just here for the dogs. All right, yeah, so while he's been introducing himself, let me just flip the camera on so you can see what Nolan's been doing.
Yeah.
Let me come over here. Do you want to explain a little bit what's going on here?
Yeah, so I love playing chess, and so this is one of the things that y'all have enabled me to do, something that I wasn't able to really do much the last few years, especially not like this. I had to use like a mouse stick and stuff, but now it's all being done with my brain. If y'all can see the cursor moving around the screen, that's all me, y'all.
This is how Esau is introducing this technology. eventually it's going to be popularized so where people can get it to use it not just disabled people, but people that want the headset, which you dig what it is, right? People that want it as an accessory.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Actually, can you pause the song just for the audio coming through? And that was also done with your brain?
Yep. It's all brain power up there.
Can you explain a little bit just to people who maybe don't have any context on this field or what's going on here? How are you able to actually move the cursor?
Yeah, so we started out with trying out a few different things. We basically went from what we call kind of differentiating, like imagined movement versus attempted movement. So a lot of what we started out with was attempting to move. So I would attempt to move, say, my right hand, left, right, forward, back to move. And from there, I think it just became intuitive for me to start imagining the cursor moving. Basically, it was like using the force on the cursor, and I could get it to move wherever I wanted. Just stare somewhere in the screen, and it would move where I wanted it to, which was such a wild experience.
Of course, it's the motb. And they have no connection to our power, so they ain't got no faith in their power. So you can't really blame them. But you Jakes, man, you get that shit, you're through. And 2/3 of y'all are gonna get C-hipped up. Or y'all are gonna be dead. But the ones that are left are gonna get C-hipped up. And I could see this again. I could see this becoming an accessory, like or something that like extra. Hey, I want to have the internet in my head instead of I want to be able to access the internet using a chip instead of like a C-hip instead of with my hands and shit. Probably be promoted too. Oh, it's a more sanitary, you know, shit like that too. Cause you don't have to touch the phone screen or the computer screen. They have something where the phone could be in your hand. They advertise that. There was an ad showing that. So that could be like another thing, and then it could be connected to the Neuralink. Remember, they want to merge people with AI. Klaus Schwab said it. If you're not integrated with AI, you're gonna be like basically cut off from society.
So know if you feel like a wizard.
Yeah, right. It's crazy. It really is. It's so cool. I'm so freaking lucky to be a part of this and stuff. I mean, every day it seems like we're learning new stuff, and I just can't even describe how cool it is to be able to do this.
Do you want to briefly talk about a little bit, I guess, what have you been using this for outside of these sort of research sessions, or when you're just playing chess? What are some of the things you've been getting value from this from?
Yeah, so one of the first times y'all gave me complete control over this, I actually stayed up until, I don't know, like 6 a.m. playing Civilization 6. It was worth it, I guess is the best way to put it. It was awesome. I had basically given up on playing.
And also, you have something called Apple Vision Pro. Now, wouldn't surprise me if people could get that C hip and it would connect to their Apple Vision Pro. That's like another accessory, another way how the headset is gonna be like an accessory to the C hip in the hand. I could see how it's gonna be promoted as that. Are you sure you don't want this? And a lot of people are gonna get it. The way it's being promoted. But first, they're promoting it for disabled people.
In that game, just because of how, it's a big game, and the amount of time that it takes to sit in on it it's just a lot, and I have to worry about a lot of things, getting pressure sores and things like that. So I just wasn't really able to play it as much as I wanted to, and y'all gave me the ability to do that again, and I played it for, like 8 hours that day. So I do that. I
It's
read
like
sometimes.
6 p.m. to like 2 a.m.
Yeah,
or something. It's like,
it was a lot.
I'm giving you all my bad habits, man.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it was awesome. So I did that. I read. I like learning languages. I'm learning like Japanese right now. I'm learning a bit of French.
Maybe for the audience who isn't super familiar with assistive technology, why couldn't you play Civ before? What was tricky about that, or what was it about the Neuralink that made that possible for you?
Yeah, so one of the big things, honestly, was that I think I just got checkmated. The only way I could play it was through pad, and that didn't allow me to play online at all, so that kind of sucked to begin with. But I...
Would you play that like at 2 a.m. before? Or what was the
Oh no, there was no way. There was no way for me to do that. Because when I'm sitting up playing on, say, like my iPad or something, I need complete help from, say, my like parents or something to do it. And I just didn't have that capability to like keep them up all night. That's just not something I would ever want to do. So basically, I would have to go down when everyone went to bed in my house, my brother, my parents, something like that. And then on top of that, I can only play for a few hours at a time because, I have to worry about pressure sores and stuff. I have to be readjusted. I have to do weight
This is also going to be the selling point.
shifts, things like that. Just things that come with being a quadriplegic and stuff. So it just wasn't really feasible for me to, like, say, play a full game or anything. And now I can literally just lie in bed and play to my heart's content. Honestly, the biggest restriction at this point was, like, having to wait for the implant to charge once I used all of it. So play for 8 hours, have to get off and let it charge for a while, and then hopefully be able to play some more. But it's been awesome. It's been so cool. And I'm kicking ass, too. So
in this chess game, too. It's
well, I don't know if I'm going to win this chess game, but we'll see.
And then maybe just one final question. Your mom was showing me a bunch of pictures of you in different Halloween costumes over the years. It's something that you go nuts on. So now that you have, like, actual, force control over stuff, I guess that opens up the possibility space there a bit. What are you thinking to dress up as this year?
Something my friends and I have been wanting to do for a while. I think I'm going to be Professor X. I think that's pretty fitting. Not only because he's in a wheelchair, and I think that just obviously fits perfectly, but now I'm actually a telekinetic, basically. Yeah, and so it's going to be cool. It's going to be real cool. My friends and I are really excited
You're going
about
to
it.
freak people out when you try trick or treat.
I know, right?
Okay, I think that's it for today. Anything else you wanted to add before signing off? We got more work to do. A lot to learn about the brain here.
Yeah, it's not perfect. I would say that we have run into some issues. I don't want people to think that it is, like, this is the end of the journey. There's still a lot of work to be done. But it has already changed my life, and I think that people who are thinking about, saying, applying for the human trials, or are thinking about finding some way to help out with this, to do your part. And that's the reason I got into it, was because I just wanted to help. I wanted to be a part of something that I feel like is going to change the world. I think, there's nothing to be afraid of with that. The surgery was super easy. I literally was released from the hospital a day later. I have no, cognitive impairments. Well, I guess none that were caused by the surgery.
I beat you in chess once, so
I do have a pretty good record in chess right now. As far as just but I just think that it's really awesome. I want to thank Neuralink for doing this, for working hard every day to make this a reality. I think that they are going to change the world, be a part of it. So thanks, guys, and I'm looking forward to releasing some of this on.
Yeah, so I guess we're gonna end here, but we're gonna plan to release more in the coming days. So if you want.
Yeah, but as you can see, Esau's this is a part of Esau's lying wonders. And they're left-handed technology, man. The left-handed miracles, man. Because Esau, hold on, Esau wants to be as the Most High Yahweh. And what was Yahweh Shai, the son of the Most High Yahweh, the firstborn of all creation, the only begotten son of the Most High Yahweh, Hamashiach, right? What was he doing on earth? He was healing. He was healing people. He was healing people like that had that condition. Yeah, he was healing. He healed a paralyzed person once. But see, that's only for Israelites, but really it's for the elect. You 2/3 that are like that, you wicked 2/3, y'all gonna fall for this. With all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they received not the love of the truth that they might be saved. And let me get Matthew chapter 24, verse 24. Yeah, because Esau is the ultimate false Hamashiach. For there shall arise false Hamashiachs, false Mashiachs, and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Verse 25, behold, I have told you before. This Esau, this is Esau, the ultimate false Mashiach. And these are great signs and wonders. And if this devil, can heal blindness with the Neuralink, you know how many people are going to line up to take that shit? A whole lot of people. A whole lot of people are gonna line up to get that shit, man.
Hello.
Fuck. All right. And there's another article I want to get. Another one. Let me try to find it. This is another advancement in the push of the motb. No more lost keys, ID cards. Dubai expat to implant microchip in hand, C-hip in hand. She will soon be able to unlock her car or the door to her home with just her hand. Goodbye to the see how they're promoting it. I'm gonna read it. Goodbye to the days of fumbling with a bunch of keys or worrying about misplacing them for this Dubai resident. Starting next month, Briar Prestige, a New Zealand expat, is ready to embrace a future without keys, only a micro C-hip implanted in her hand. The CEO and founder of the Prestige Group and award-winning documentary producer, Prestige is set to undergo the procedure during her upcoming trip to where? To the US, to Babylon. The tiny radio frequency identification electronic tag, roughly the size of a grain of rice, will be surgically implanted in the back of her hand using a syringe. Yo, they're gonna stick it in her. Prestige sees this as a way to ignite curiosity and inspire a new generation of innovative thinkers to imagine the possibilities for humanity's advancements. Yo, this is also a part of the transhumanist agenda. I'm going to open myself to technology, she said, holding up the chip she recently brought online and demonstrating how it works. Quote unquote, it will be implanted in the fleshy parts of my skin on the back of my hand, she explained, so that I can unlock my car or unlock the door to my house or gym. Breyer said she's collaborating with a small smart home management consultancy in Dubai, adding that once the chip is implanted, she will be able to completely automate her life. "Quote unquote, I'm a little bit scared, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm very much looking forward to exploring the future. For me, it's not just about the C-hip, but what it stands for," quote unquote. In a recent LinkedIn post, she outlined her mission to delve deep into innovations and trends shaping our future. "Quote unquote, with technological, science, and medical advancements comes an incredible opportunity to better the path of humanity," quote unquote, the post reads. Breyer mentioned that although she won't immediately have the ability to pay for purchases by simply uh, hovering her hand over a scanner at a checkout counter, she's easily anticipating being on the waiting list for payment enabled chips. "Quote unquote, I'm excited for the payment ones," she said, as they eliminate the need to carry around your phone for Apple Pay, a significant step towards seamless integration, "quote unquote." And she could be set up. I wouldn't be surprised. Since its inception in 1998, microchip implantation in humans has transitioned from a novelty to commercial reality over the past decade. Today, over 50,000 individuals worldwide have opted. Hey, if they're in Babylon, they're missile food. They have. I'm gonna get that too. Have opted for a subdermal chip placement between their thumb and index finger, serving as a modern alternative to additional swipe keys or credit cards. In Germany alone, more than 2,000 people have embraced this technology, with one individual even utilizing it to store a link to his last will testament. Similarly, approximately 3,000 Swedes have integrated these tiny chips into their bodies over the past 3 years. These implants serve various purposes, from office building access to gym membership to buying food from vending machines and replacing train tickets. See, and this article promoted it too. They didn't say nothing negative about it. And let me get Revelation 14:9. If you get the headset, the C hip in the head and the brain, or if you get the handset, the C hip in the hand. If you get the C hip period, you're through. You know, that's an incision in your body that you're not supposed to get. And this one specifically, if you take it, you're through. If you're an Israelite and you take this shit, you're through. If you're a heathen, you're through anyways. But if you're an Israelite, if you're a so-called black man, Latino man, Native American man, an Israelite foreigner, here in the States, here in Babylon, you're through. Well, around the world too, you're through. You'll just be put to death by the chariots or hopefully by the elect. Hopefully, I'm of that number with spiritual powers. You know, you're through. But either way, you're through. Yeah, Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, "If any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand," verse 10, "the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High Power Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, in the presence of the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb. Verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they had no rest day nor night who worshipped the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Verse 12, here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High Power Yahweh, and the faith of Yahweh Shai. So you got to keep both. And let me get Revelation 16:2, another consequence of getting this C-hip. Revelation 16:2. You get the motb, this is going to happen. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the man which had the mark of the beast, and multi to the bee, and upon them which worshipped his image. So you get the picture. You're also going to have that grievous sore. And it doesn't have to happen right away either. It can happen over a period of time. But you have to think, if a cell phone increases the chance of you getting cancer, how much more slack it for that, how much more a C-hip inside of you, radio frequency identification device, C-hip, how much more that inside you. You have to think. And it can cause cancer. Someone brought it out way back that these C-hips, they can cause cancer in humans. But the FDA approved it anyways because, it's part of the agenda. They got to do it. And it's prophecy. But, yeah, this is going to be an motb update. But with that, I hope this video was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah Kodash, Bahashim Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim out there. Spread this truth like wildfire in all truthfulness and in all sincerity. Shalom to the rest of the hopeful elect out there. Baba Ball, death to Babylon. Abadla Adamwamium, death to these Edomites. Abadla Gawayim, death to these other nations. Abadla Yebyam Nawa, death to our enemies, the rest of our enemies being 2/3 of you so-called black people, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you Israelite foreigners looking like the other nations, but go back to our people somewhere on your father's side, and your spirit bears witness of that. 2/3 of y'all here in Babylon, y'all gotta go, and y'all gonna go too. Y'all gonna burn in that lake of fire as well, caused by the nukes hitting this place. And also, you wicked Israelites scattered to the four corners of the earth, some who look like Israelites and some who don't. Y'all are gonna die a death by pain as well, just not, most of y'all not by nukes. Most of y'all either by the teeth of wild beasts, or famine, or a sword, or pestilence. That's how the rest of y'all are gonna die. Or by the saints of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, or the elect coming back with spiritual powers, putting y'all down, putting down the rebels, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai Radazah be of that number. We gonna purge the rebels from among Israel after we get raised up Esau. And ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is gonna be doing it through us. If we be of that number too. But Yahweh Shem Yahushai Radazah we are. But yeah. And that's Lord willing for those that's basically, yeah, Lord willing for those that don't know what it means. But yeah, Shalom, stay strong. I'm Baba Ball. Why Yasharallah forever. Shalom.